What up, y'all? It's your boy Martine, aka the Boxing Purist. Welcome once again to the Truth and Absolute channel, where I speak the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, good God Almighty. Okay, y'all. So this is your first time visiting, or if you've been here in the past, and if you have not hit that subscribe button, listen. Support your boy and make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, drop a comment down below. It's all love. Drop a comment down below on my page over here. We're boxing fans. We could have boxing discussions without the little laughing emojis, without calling people names. No, we have boxing discussions on my page, because if I see any type of trolling, clowning down there, zip, out of here. I don't mind trolling. I don't mind none of that. I just don't like the fact that grown-ups can't have damn discussions anymore without trying to cancel the other person out or hating their guts. That's whack. Anyway, let's not get into that right now. I am here to touch. So listen, let me break it down for you. Let me paint the scenario, okay? So I'm looking on my phone. I'm seeing what's going on. I'm looking at the feed. I'm looking on YouTube. I'm looking at the IG. I'm seeing what's going on. What news is out there happening boxing-wise, right? So then I see that conorbenn and Tank Davis were going back and forth on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. They're going back and forth, which is cool. The only thing about them going back and forth at this one, it didn't, at least to me, this is my personal opinion, it didn't look random. It didn't seem random. Reason being is that normally fighters don't jog back and forth a few times and then one says send the contract, the other one says I'll be waiting. To me, it sounds like that whole feud on Twitter was simply to make a fight and to elevate that fight. No, all good, right? Hell, Tank Davis, heck yeah. Jumping up, fighting the big man, heck yeah. There's only one issue with that. Let me stop it right there. It's the Truth and Absolute channel, baby. Listen, you know what sucks? You know what sucks? You know what's tougher than an atomic bomb? The truth. The truth is so important. It often has to be guarded by a bodyguard of lies. Let me tell you where I'm getting at. Tank Davis pretty much just agreed to fight conorbenn at 147, to the point where Conor said, I'm sending the contract. He said, Hearn, send the contract. Tank said, I'll be waiting. This is the only thing about it, though. Let's go back not even a year in time. And this could not have came out at a worse time. Tank should really have better people around him, because what you say can and will be used against you in the court of boxing fans. I said it. Now, this is the thing about it. It sounds really good. Tank Davis, 147. Wow, Tank Davis, Abdul Wahid jumping up in weight. Wait a minute. If we take it back a little bit a year ago, what happened to being dumb to fight anywhere north of 135? Because 135 is your weight class. You are on video with, and I'll use your exact words, when you were getting ready to fight Ryan. You said that would be a dumbass move to fight anything north of that because you're a 135 pounder. That's all fair. So what do? You put a catch weight on Ryan. Not only that, you put a rehydration clause on Ryan. This is just what we know. At the time, it didn't sound so bad, whatever, it happens in boxing. But now you're saying you'll fight conorbenn at 147? I don't even think you wanted Haney at 140, but you want conorbenn at 147? What am I missing here? Because conorbenn is a killer him damn self. It sucks because you're going to be known as the contract king. Now I'm like, could I see the contracts from all these opponents that Tank Davis has fought, from Barrios to all these guys? Because now it's questionable. See, and this is why I said, and it could not have came at a worse time. Ryan Garcia was just on the PBD. And let me just say something. I picked Ryan to win that fight just because of attributes that I saw. I called it wrong, whatever. But at any weight, I think Tank is superior to Ryan when it comes to boxing skills. More experienced than Ryan when it comes to boxing skills. Ryan has him on speed. Ryan has him on power more than likely. But not boxing skills-wise. And boxing skills don't leave whether you go down or up in weight. It's just there. Power, you could lose if you're going up and down in weight. Speed, it could be affected going up and down in weight. Boxing skills, it won't be that affected, let me tell you. So, this is why I said it couldn't have came at a worse time, because Ryan Garcia was just on my man PBD's podcast, and he was pretty much saying the stuff that they did to him, not did to him, but the stuff that was in his contract when he was fighting Tank Davis, right? Everything from medical things being leaked out to Tank's camp, And it's just crazy that Tank melted him with a shot to that rib. Okay? Whatever. That's whatever. Ryan signed the contract. He wanted to make the fight happen. Tank caught him with a good shot because guess what? Injury or not, you still got to land the shot, and I cannot take that from him. My thing is that now we look back at Tank versus Ryan, a mega fight that happened to be made, and we don't get mega fights too big at two guys on the top of their careers too often. But now we think back and we did not get it because that would have been a greater fight at a 140 without the rehydration clause, because guess what? Tank could get pretty big too. Let's stop acting like Ryan would have blown up. Tank walks around pretty heavy too, even though he's so small. Now I feel like we got robbed of that because he's more than willing to fight these other guys at this weight, but not these guys. And I keep saying in these videos that 135 to 140 division is so stacked, but it's awful that it's to the point that we got fighters like Shakur hanging his gloves up because none of these guys want to fight each other. Okay, I just made a video about Devin turning down 10 mil to fight Ryan. Now we're seeing that Tank wants to fight Conorbenn, probably overseas somewhere, probably Saudi Arabia, which whatever, but he's actually going to move up in weight to do it? This is awful. This is awful. And this is why, y'all, every time y'all go talking crazy about Tank and you putting it up to this level, this is the things that are going to hold Tank back. These are going to be the things that people remember. Make an excuse now. What are we going to say now? What excuse are we going to make for Tank now? That is what you call, I don't want to use the word duck. That word, this fighter duck, that fighter duck, this fighter gets used around too much. I'm going to say this. You're showing that you will not take a fight unless you have the superior advantage inside and outside the ring. If it's not in your favor for many things, forget the name headlining the event, forget those kind of things. But now I'm curious to these past contracts of fighters that you fought in the past, the Barrios, all these other guys. I'm like, okay, what did their contracts look like? Look how he's being matched up. But he had no problem fighting Leo Santa Cruz. Now, listen, I don't want to make this video bashing Tank Davis because Tank Davis, I mean, he made it. He's in the sport of boxing. He gets in the ring. He trains. He does what he does, man. I don't want to take that away, but it does piss me off that looking back, we did not get the Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. We just got it, not the fight, and y'all know what I mean by that. This is crazy, man. Now, I don't mean to piss Tank fans off. If y'all want to have a discussion, hop right at the bottom and we could talk about it. But in my eyes, there's just no excusing this. You can't excuse it. It reminds me of years ago when Triple G was on his hot streak, just fighting, not fighting everybody, but he was just knocking everyone that he fought out, right? And Andre Ward was still active and still Andre Ward back then. And I remember their names were compared a lot. And I'll never forget this. They asked Triple G about Chavez Jr. Triple G's like, I'll jump to 168 for Chavez Jr. I'll jump to 168 for Carl Froch. Andre Ward, I'll meet him halfway at 164. And it's like, oh, so it's not the weight that bugs you. It's the fighter's style, skill, and the threat that they possess to your butt that scare you. This is crazy, y'all. Anyway, drop a comment down below. Let's talk about this some more. Hey, y'all. I would appreciate the support, y'all. Again, y'all can find me on IG. You know what I'm saying? Truth and Absolute. Here, share my videos, comment, do whatever you got to do, man. Let's blow it up, y'all. So anyway, y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday, man. Let's talk about this. Much love. God bless. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.